Yeah, it is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and I'm here with Red Dog and friends, which means simply one thing: Chaz is not here. That's all that means. That's all that means. So, what do you do when you don't have Chaz leading the way, or on this show? Let me be fair: Lou's not here. Okay, so you got to assemble a team that in 2026 would be the team that would lead the way. So what would that team be talking about? Well, that team's gonna be talking about WrestleMania, some WWE releases. They're also gonna be talking about some stuff that's going else on the other news. And that team will be known as the A Team. Dum 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 dum. And then we hit the intro.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man. Now know we out.
It's not even this show today. That's right. Hi, it's your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and this is Red Dog and Friends.
I am the champion, Red Dog, hear my call.
The following program is a
We just wanted to run back that intro one more time so you guys could start seeing the things that says there's a bit giant warning. But this is Red Dog and Friends, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Red Dog. Also, former ground champion for SWA. Soon to be two-time champion, though. At some point, this guy's going to bring home back the title. I got a lot of other steps to go through. Anyway, it's never about me. It's about my friends. And who is here with me today? You see this man right here. He is one of my friends. Been running around for a long time since, 2019. Some of y'all watching the show right now weren't even born. And that man is the only Graves that matters. And in fact, because he decided to let Corey Graves back on TV, he decided to respectfully step down from his position of holding down anybody else with last name Graves. That's the man himself right here, Twitch Graves.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up? We got a lot of things kind of going on right now.
Yeah, we do.
It's a wild week in professional wrestling. So we got some stuff we got to talk about. Let's go and talk about all the other things that matter first. So before we get into all these fun little news stories that you guys get to check out and things that get our opinion on it, we need to talk about the things that you got to do first. Go check out the latest episode on Now Entering the Ring. There will be episodes coming back out. I promise. I've just been really backed up and just trying to get everything put together. But fun fact, this week is actually our 7-year anniversary of Now Entering the Ring. So that's cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like, we've been putting out a lot of episodes and stuff like that. We will continue to put out episodes. It's just like I said, if I could have someone who would just edit the episodes and then put them up for me, it will work. But I don't. It's just me. So I have to be careful about how I gotta get time and carve it out and be able to edit and put them up. So with that being said, though, go check out the latest episodes of Now Entering, Now Entering 201, Returning to the Ring, and then also if you guys want to go back and watch our live streams of WrestleMania, you guys can just check out, just flow right along with us as we're watching it too, night one and night two, and we'll also be talking about that later. But also follow us on all of our social media platforms. It's 3 Count Pod on everything except for X or Twitter, whatever you call it, right? And that is 3 Count Pod _. Go check us out there. Check out all of our stuff. Buy our merch on Pro Wrestling Tees if you want those classic looks, or if you are looking for those fun new designs that we always have be pumping out. You guys go check us out on foryourwear.com, where you can also check out PI's gear. You can check out my merch, this fun t-shirt that I have right here, the comic book edition. Yeah, oh, you've never seen this one.
Oh, I haven't. When did that come out?
So I've had this design up for a little while. I thought it was really funny, but I wanted to do a comic book design, and so we did.
Oh, I need to get that.
Yeah, so it's up on the page. You can actually get it. I think you get it in a hoodie too. I think I did the hoodie and the t-shirt. So
I live in Florida. I have no use for a hoodie.
Nah, that's not true. Everybody has use for hoodies. I was wearing hoodies in Florida when I was living down there.
You're on drugs then.
Yeah, I was, but it doesn't matter. I was still doing what I was doing. um, no, but it's go check out all of our merch. You guys can check all that stuff. Have fun, and then support the show. We definitely enjoy seeing you guys. Leave your comments down below. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of stuff. But first thing I want to get started with is a topic that we all love to do, which is called temp check. So, what is temp check? It's simple. We're gonna tell you our hottest, our coldest, and then we're gonna tell you our match of the week. Now, I because we're gonna be doing a segment on WrestleMania on our takeaways and stuff like that. Do we want to include WrestleMania for our hottest of the week? Okay, so then we'll save that for later. So, any match that hasn't happened on WrestleMania,
Okay.
let's talk about. So, go ahead, Twitch. Give me your hottest and your coldest.
My hottest, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu came out on Monday and just went right after Roman. Ain't even give him a chance to rest. And then cut a killer promo on Friday for SmackDown.
Yeah,
Jacob is my hottest this week. My match of the week. Give me Julia and Tiffany Stratton.
it's a good one.
That was in my mind, was a great match.
Yep.
My coldest this week. To be honest, I don't think I really have one. I think everything's been pretty solid for me this week.
I feel that. I feel that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. I think my hottest of the week is going to be. It's kind of rough. You know what? Let me get Oba. Let me get Oba Femi. My man came out,
Okay.
said one thing on a promo.
Mic drop.
Mike let it go, and the crowd popped for it. Like the crowd is obviously into Oba. They all like to do the little strut. He's he's the flavor right now, and we'll see like how long that goes. I think my coldest of the week is. I might have to agree with you, man. I don't know if I really have a coldest wrestler of the week this week, just because even everything going through AEW and stuff, like, yo,
It's been right
yeah,
on point.
some point. Tony, you doing your thing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you your props. You doing your thing. I like it. And TNA is on fire right now. I definitely like the stuff that's going on there. So there's a lot of good wrestling going on. So I don't know if I really have to pick one. I want to say my match of the week is definitely coming from Monday Night Raw, just because I think for me there's a lot of anticipation of just like what was going to happen and what's going on with everything. And it's wild to me to look back at everything and be like, damn, like this is going to be crazy. I I don't know, man. I really want to. I'm going to pull for it. But even though the ending was I understood the ending of what was going on. But Sol Ruka versus Liv Morgan was fire. I
That match.
liked it. And I'll give it the 1B as well. Sol Ruka versus Zarya on NXT.
Bro.
Fire.
Bro. If
Fire.
you haven't gone back, go back and watch that match.
Yeah.
Everybody out there on whatever channel you're watching this on.
Yeah. Last woman standing match. Fire. Fire. I gotta get the props. Um I will say this though, I did like the fact that Braun Breaker made his return, but then also seeing him on Raw and just destroy Seth was phenomenal.
While getting the back of his head cracked open like an egg.
Well, I just mean like on Raw, not necessarily like getting his that happened on Raw. He had got his head cracked open, and then just seeing Paul just like there with the towel, like just trying to like help him out. Like that checks out. All right. So let's hop into our first. It's not really even our debate topic. We're not really debating this, but let's talk about WrestleMania, right? So we had night one, night two. We're going to talk about all of our takeaways, big takeaways, little takeaways, things that we just didn't, that we liked, things we didn't like. But let's pop in. So, WrestleMania, what is our big takeaway from it all?
that night 2 was better than night 1.
Facts.
Uh night 1 had its moments, and it was a very short-lived moment for night 1 for me personally. Uh night 2 night 2 came out swinging, and in my personal opinion knocked it out of the park. But you also had better matches that were booked better on night 2 than night 1.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely that's how I felt watching night one. Even though, like, I'll be fair, like I had a lot of fun watching night one. I just felt like something was like off the whole time, and I couldn't really put my finger on what was going on. And it was the fact that like there were so many ads being thrown at you, and like understandably, like listen, like this is the thing that WWE and ESPN is going to have to understand. Like we pay for these services, right? To not have ads. So stop giving us ads. Stop throwing them in there. Like it takes away from the whole experience, right? Like I get it with the first hour of WWE like WrestleMania being on ESPN and ESPN2, right? Or respectively ESPN2 and then ESPN1. I understand that you have a market that you gotta push through, right? But on ESPN Ultimate, if I'm watching on ESPN Ultimate, I don't want to see the ads. That's why I paid for it. And so I think it's crazy. And so I want to watch the whole show in its entirety without any ads. And then if you want to throw in ads on ESPN too, by all means, that's you. Like I don't. That's why I don't pay for cable.
Yeah.
You know? So that was my big takeaway from all of it. It was just all the number of ads, and it was like you had like what was it? What did we figure out? 24 minutes of wrestling for women on
Yeah.
night one, and
Yeah.
like the rest of it was just ads, 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 ads. And if you're on Netflix, like God forbid, the international crowd, all you were hearing about was like Hogan's Hulk Hogan's thing. It's a his documentaries coming out, blah 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 blah, all the time, and they had more runtime. It was like 75 minutes of runtime versus the 24 minutes of like wrestling that women got. Like, what is that? And what did we get again? We said with 86 minutes of wrestling.
6 minutes of total wrestling on a 5-hour show.
It was ridiculous. Like that was my problem.
That is insane, especially when it's your biggest show of the year.
Yeah,
Like, that's unacceptable. Raw or SmackDown, I get it. We're going to get like 30 minutes of wrestling for a 2-hour show. WrestleMania, 5 hours, and you get 86 minutes. No,
yeah.
that's unacceptable.
That's an indie show.
Wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly.
No, I'm sorry. Like, I lied. That's not in indie shows are doing more because some people just
Indie
can't
shows,
consider
at
it
least I'm
content.
getting wrestling from the moment I walk in to the moment I leave.
No, I think to myself about how like everybody's like stick to your time 8 to 10 minutes, and it's like all right 12 to 15. But no, it's one of those things where like I look back and I'm just kind of like, dang, dude, like we have to have this planned out better, right? And there needs to be more matches for these nights, right? And it just doesn't. I just don't like that we're not getting our money's worth out of it. So that's my problem. I know you're reading the comments that I saw too.
Well, Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass.
um, so yeah, that's my issue is that like, yo, night one, just fill the ads. And then we followed the same structure for night two,
See,
if
I
you know.
felt like night 2 had less.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
ad wise, I feel like it had a whole lot less.
well, I think that's just because they realized they're like, hey, we should extend out the time for wrestling.
Probably.
And they probably gave them like a couple minutes more because there was still a 30-minute gap between the co-main event and the main event. There's still
Well,
a 35-minute gap
you
between.
got to make money off of Hogan's name.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, bruh, it was like you just took forever for that. And then we had the Miz and Kit Wilson's thing with, with Danhausen. Which,
Danhausen.
I'll be fair, I liked it. It was entertaining, and that's a good way to pass the time. But it was like,
That could have been a whole ass match.
it could have been a match. You could have definitely had Kit versus Danhausen at WrestleMania for no reason. It was just spontaneous match. Anything can happen on WrestleMania. You can have matches. Like we're not planning this out, you know. But yeah, I mean, you called it WrestleMania, and it should have been just referred to as like Ad Mania because I just got all ads, and I think that was my biggest problem. That was like the biggest turnoff for me on both nights. But overall, like you're right, night two wrestling was fire,
Yeah. They gave Roman and Punk what, like damn near 45 minutes.
and they killed it all 45 minutes. I I think my favorite. What was your favorite match of the night? Was it
For
Roman?
night two.
Just period.
Period. The best match was probably Roman and Punk. My favorite match was probably Dom and Finn. I'm a big fan of Finn. I've kind of lost interest in the Demon. I feel like after he got that loss to Roman, what was the point of it?
Yeah,
Uh, Roman and Punk was a beautiful display of pro wrestling. It had the shit talk. It had the actual wrestling, the chain wrestling, which you don't see much anymore. Thank God for Roman and Punk doing some of that. You had your outside spots, you had your high spots, your comebacks, like everything about Roman and Punk to me was what a wrestling match should be, all the way down to the finish. Like it was bell to bell a fucking banging match.
yeah, absolutely. I think I will agree with you. I think the best match on the card was Roman and Roman and Punk. I think my favorite match though was definitely the ladder match. Like
Oh, the six pack.
yeah, the six pack ladder match was fire, bro. Like just in out, you know. Also, not gonna lie, seeing Rey Mysterio come out in Deadpool gear, and I just popped because
Right.
I have red gear too. Ray, we could be on a team. You, me, and Penta. We all have the red on red gear.
No,
Let's
if Penta goes on a team, it needs to be with the Lucha Bros and pair him up with Ray Phoenix.
no, we're gonna call it Lucha Dogs. It's gonna be me, Ray, and Penta all going for the WWE Trios title. I'm putting it out in the ether.
The WWE Trios title,
Yeah,
a title that doesn't even exist.
doesn't exist. It will. I'm putting it out there now. No, I think it was a fun match to watch all that stuff happening too.
It was a good
Uh,
one.
Yeah, and I did like see, and Dom is doing such an incredible job as a heel and like doing the things that he's doing. I'm here. I love what Dom's doing. I'm here for all of that too.
Heel of
So
a lifetime.
I didn't like the fact that every single women's title changed hands. Every one of them did
Yeah.
on WrestleMania. Be fair.
I didn't like, and I wish they would have saved it for like Monday after Mania. I didn't like Paige teaming with Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
I felt weird. Like this doesn't mesh well. If anything, you could have had Paige come in during the AJ Lee match, and that would have been probably a whole lot better.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I get it too with Bree needing a partner, Nikki being out. You know, you had to have somebody come in and replace. I'm glad that Paige's neck is good, so that she could come back and make a WWE return, which was I'm so happy to see. But yeah, I think I would have much rather see her. You know what? I would say it this way: I would have rather see her retain the title against Becky, and then Paige take it from AJ on
On
Raw.
Monday, yeah.
That would have been lit. I would agree with that. And then Becky takes off a page.
See, I would have been okay with that.
Yeah,
I would have wholeheartedly be okay with that.
yeah, because it's crazy to me. But no, I liked there were some things and I liked. Okay, so what I also put over too is Brock Lesnar. Um, you know, yeah, he retired, right? But that 5 minute banger of a match that he put on with Obafemi was so lit. And I loved that, he's throwing suplexes at him and Oba's just not staying down. And then finally he just comes to be, and he just takes down the beast. And from that moment, and I was like, yo, are you kidding me right now? Like on ESPN, you're retiring? Like that's kind of lit. Even if you didn't tell anybody, as the rumor has it, you didn't tell nobody in the back you were doing it. It's kind of lit.
I
I
have
kind of dig it.
two issues with that match. The first one, the more I sit back and think about it, the more it makes sense. Oba no selling the F5. That was a little. I wish you'd have sold it a little more.
Mhm.
Not fully like everybody else does, where they're dead and that's the end of the match. And oh no, no. I wish you would have sold it a tad bit more for me personally. And then my second issue with the match is seeing Brock Lesnar cry in the ring. I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. That is the beast. I need you to be a beast and walk out with your head held high. Vikings don't cry.
I mean, I can't front. Like it's an emotional moment. The man
It
knows
was
that.
an emotional moment.
I think it's crazy though. Like just the idea that in 1 year we've had, and I know however you feel is how you feel, right? Goldberg, Cena, Styles, and Lesnar all retiring.
Yeah.
We have two people left. Two people who are actively wrestling right now. We have two people left from that OVW class, and it's just Shelton Benjamin and Randy Orton, and that's it. Like those guys are gonna hang up those boots here soon, and we're just gonna be like, "Whoa, this is it." Like, so I'm thinking to myself, like,
It's gonna
"Well,
be like when the Undertaker finally stepped away.
yeah,
He was the last one of that class. And it's like standing in an empty parking lot and the wind blows and a tumbleweed just rolls by. Like, what do we do now?
yeah." Who do we do? Who do we cheer for? I'm gonna be so lost when Rey Mysterio retires.
Bro, I part of me can't wait for that moment, and I hope we're doing a live reaction so you could break down in tears like I did with AJ.
I'm gonna hold
Uh,
it together. I'm gonna hold it together. I'm gonna do the Stewie Griffin thing. I'm gonna tell you guys like, yeah, it's fine. Everything's good. Yeah, no, yeah, no. I just he had a great career. I love it. I love it. Everything for him. He's already a Hall of Famer. What else is he to prove? The moment I hit the end stream, he's gonna roll over in my bed. My wife could be like, "What's wrong? Rey Mysterio retired."
the second part to that is exactly what you said. That's going to be a very heartbreaking moment.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, let me hop into these comments real quick. So we had 100% green. Thanks, Jeff. You know, oh, you know, what's up, Fred Durst? What's up,
Word.
Fred Durst? We could have had Oscar and Kyrie. We absolutely could have had Oscar and Kyrie on WrestleMania. Oh my god! You know what?
But instead, we got Danhausen.
No, I loved it. But night one, we could have definitely done Oscar and Kyrie instead of a 30-minute wait between two segments of a co-main event to a main event. Could have had Oscar and Kyrie, and it could have like helped bring like the temp down from the co-main event, and it would have just made sense. It would have been great. Ad Mania is correct. Yes, thanks. Dom is doing great. Dom is doing great. And I liked his match with so
His entrance was fire.
his interest was fire, bruh. Like, yo, they just like I don't know. Dom like that's the one thing like WWE does do well is like entrances and like presentations and like their
The
Trick
Bongos.
Williams entrance with
That
the long train,
yeah.
bruh. Like I was like, this is insane. I was like, I've only seen this with one other person, which was Mercedes. Whenever she had all the names written on the coat of like the people she'd beaten on the road to
Yeah.
Like trying to get Tony's belt. I was like, that's so lit. But
Ah,
I said,
Dom's entrance was good. I liked Roman's. It was very simple. I liked the pillars with the tribal done around them. I like seeing the pictures of all the Samoan dynasty. I thought that was good.
I like Punk's.
Punk's was good. I like that they used one of his original Ring of Honor theme songs, AFI.
Yeah, I was there for it. It was like, oh, okay, I like this. And then Ray. I liked Rey Mysterio's only because they brought back the shoot from out from the
Yeah.
stage. I was like, oh, we're doing this again. And then I was like, no, we're not. He's actually coming out. Then on Raw, it's not coming out. I was like, oh no, we're actually just going back to the out the stage. I was like, all right, that's cool.
It was. What would you grade it overall?
WrestleMania,
Both nights.
both nights together.
Yeah.
C C minus C
Okay.
C maybe a C.
So bordering C and C minus.
Yeah,
That's about where I'm at.
because I definitely gave A. We're not with ESPN, but I definitely gave it a D plus for night one,
Oh fuck.
and definitely gave it a B minus for night two.
Oh shit.
It's like, so ESPN or WWE, please let us come do the comment, because come do like the pressers and stuff. Don't revoke our press pass. We haven't even applied for one yet, but yeah, let us come back because
We need to apply for a press pass for Backlash in Tampa.
yeah, absolutely. They're gonna look at this and be like, not if you're grading us at a negative.
All of a sudden, WWE's WrestleMania got an A plus.
Yeah.
Everything was great.
Just
Perfect.
just re-edit this, and it just instead of it, it'll be like, yeah, we gave it and then just as lip movements, right? It'd be like, so you'll see me be like A plus.
Japanese to English dub.
Absolutely. All right, let's hop into. Actually, you know what? Let's do push and bury because I love doing this segment. So let's do push and bury, which is just simple. We're gonna push something. We're gonna bury something. So what's your bury?
Liv Morgan's stupid fucking music video.
Trouble, trouble.
No,
No, because all you gotta do is see,
that
you
was
sing like
5 minutes of my life
stop.
on WrestleMania that I'll never get back.
You don't need to get it back. You were watching WrestleMania.
Then I need all 5 hours back.
Yo, come on, man. Like trouble,
No,
trouble, not that bad.
yes, the fuck it is.
I had this conversation with Chaz, and Chaz was talking about how like Spotify was recommending that song to him. He's like, "No, I'm not listening." I was like, "Yeah, you are," because as soon as you hear Liv Morgan, you think "Trouble, Trouble," and now that song is stuck in your head, and you're like, "I gotta listen to this because I get out of my head."
I'm so glad that my Spotify is all like Russian death metal.
And then randomly, as we're talking about, it's listening right now. It'll be like all Russian death metal, and then it'll be like
I
"Trouble, Trouble."
swear to God, Cliff, I'll come up and find you.
That would be the best. I'd be dying if I saw that happen. I'd be like, yo, it is what it is. It happens. And you know what's crazy? It hasn't popped up on mine.
I
Like,
hope it does.
and
Well,
if
you're
it
gonna
does,
listen to it willingly, so
yeah, and if it does, I'm gonna hit play and I'm just gonna record myself singing along and then
oh,
send it
God.
to you on Snapchat.
I don't have Snapchat, so thank God.
Doesn't matter. I'll sing it on Snapchat, download it, and send it right in the message. I
I,
don't care.
I I understand that WWE does a lot of performances and stuff like that at WrestleMania. We've seen it over the times, Limp Bizkit, Motorhead, so on and so forth. Uh I just it with the lack thereof of matches on night one, or at least lengthwise, that's just, in my opinion, that's time that could have went to something else.
Yeah,
So that's my Barry.
100%. I think for me, my berry is gonna be squash matches. and I mean this in the sense of what we'll talk about in our third topic. But like I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired of it. Like especially when there's high stakes at it and you're just like, nah, fuck it. We'll just do this. I'm like, why? Bro, like just can we not get a 20-minute banger? You just gotta do like, oh hey, 5 real quick minutes. Like what? I was like, I'm not here for it. I hate it. So especially when you set up this whole angle about, hey, you're not ready for this, you're not ready for this, and then like you just piss it all away. I'm like, whatever. I'm not here for it. I was like, stop doing that. You know, especially when it's your top heel. Stop doing that. Um, what's your push?
My my push leads into the next topic.
Oh, all right. So let me put my push, and then we'll push your we'll
Yeah,
do your
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah yeah. My push is Riyadh. Let's just push that away. Like
Okay, you threw me through a fucking loop for a minute. Like, wait a minute.
make everybody think that I'm getting like picked up. No, let's just move everything away from there. Let's do that. Let's push everything away. Nah, real talk. Let me do my push is the Street Profits. Seen a return of
Yeah,
Montez and Angelo and Montez's size, bruh. And it was
bro.
so funny because in our chat group, we're gonna spill some tea. In our chat group, I've been like, man, look at the size of Montez. And Chaz was like, he's fat. I was like, you're not watching the show. You're not watching Raw right
Ain't
now.
no way.
Like that man was cut. Like I was like, gee, this man got
I'm
his weight up and cut.
I'm at the point where I'm convinced Chaz is just jealous he can't get fat.
Facts. I really think that too. Like that push over to the moon. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, he's already there. Like they shot the rocket on that man. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think it is what it is. That guy is Montez is massive now. It's ridiculous to see how much size he's put on, and then lost all the weight. Actually, and here's a good one too. Barry TKO.
Let's fucking.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the third topic. But yes, put that reminder out there. All right, go on with it, man. Tell me what your push is.
My push is my man, Darby Allen, being your new AEW World Champion. That man has held all three. He is the only one to hold all three of AEW's original titles. MJF has not done it. Adam Cole has not done it. Bryan Danielson has not done it. Darby Allen has.
That was weird because Hangman hasn't won the TNT
Hangman
championship.
hasn't won it. Nope.
That's crazy.
I could have
Or
swore he did, but Google says no.
yeah, I
That
think
is
about
my push. Now let's hope, like I said, going back to our chat group, Darby has won the AEW World title, and every time he gets a major win, he gets some sort of catastrophic injury. He
yeah.
got hit by a bus. He broke his leg doing dumb shit. Surprisingly, he didn't fall off Mount Everest. Let us just hope that this man stays healthy.
Yeah. Actually, let's okay. So let's do that, and then we'll do the last topic, right? So last topic, we'll let you guys know. The last topic is going to be all about the releases, but let's do in other news. We'll do that second. So we'll talk about a bunch of stuff that's kind of like on our mind. And since it seems that you guys also want to talk about some of the stuff that's on your mind, you guys can go ahead put your comments down below, like what you want. We'll pull them up and then we'll talk with you about it. And you guys can have your discussions with us. The thing I want to talk about, so obviously AEW, the squash match I did not appreciate. I'll be fair with that about that. MJF, obviously being your top heel, he's your top guy. He's talking his mad trash about, hey, you're not ready for this and blah 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 blah. Only to get squashed in like 5 minutes. I did not appreciate. And I
Is
get
he,
it. He had 4 coffin drops on him. Yeah, cool. But
is he injured?
it has to be.
That's the only thing that would explain it is he's injured.
Yeah.
Either that or you're going to film a movie.
And I think that's the other part is that I think he's either injured or he's filming a movie, and I would venture to say that he's filming a movie. Like I would
That
venture to
would
say
be the
that.
safest bet.
Yeah, because he didn't look like he was like injured when they like
The way
like
he was moving.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think
Um,
he's just filmed a movie.
yeah, it being a squash match, it kind of takes away from the moment in my mind because let's be serious, if you watch AEW, and I do, Darby Allen has been a staple of that show since that show debuted. And to see him win such a prestigious title in such a dysfunctional way, it kind of sits sour with it. I see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, and it's not like so you know that being is my one issue right now with AEW, just that, right? And let's be fair, that was last week too, right? The shows have been fire other than that. Collision has
Yeah,
been great. Dynamite has been great. I have no problems with them, right? I like everything's moving. I'm just kind of curious as to see like what we're gonna be doing with like Brody King kind of going forward, right? Especially because he gets past MJF gets past him. Now you have Darby, and I know Darby and Brody have had history in AEW, which is fun. So we get to kind of retell that kind of story again. But it's like there's so much stuff happening now. Like we're like, all right, cool. What's going on with Roosh? Like now, are we starting to turn that table a little bit? Like I just I mean I'm here for all of this now, and I'm ready to ride or die with the program. The other thing I really appreciate too is how well they are using Willow, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
throughout
She
the whole
gets
thing.
utilized.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I
I can.
get it. There's a lot of females on the show, right, that aren't given the time that she's getting, but she's also capitalizing on the time that she's given, and I can fully appreciate what they're doing with her.
What I appreciate the most about AEW is you're seeing AEW utilize their time. I don't feel like there's really like, okay, this is downtime on Dynamite this week. To where with Raw, you can tell when it has sunk down and then when it picks back up. I feel like
Yeah,
AEW has gotten so much better with utilizing how their program is presented.
yeah. I feel like, and that's the difference between like both programs. I feel like like WWE, when it comes to Raw and SmackDown and NXT, right? It's you're getting quality matches, right? At sometimes, but they also like bring you down, and they bring you back up. They put you on a roller coaster, right? With AEW, it feels like I'm watching a 100-meter dash. It is a sprint. 2 hours of in your face action, and I'm here for all of it, right? Some you
I
have a little yeah, you have little talks here and there, right? You want to promote some stuff that's going on, but it's just hey, we taking off, and I love that. So
it's a drag race.
yeah, it is a drag race. It's 100% a drag race. Both shows,
Yeah,
Collision the same way, and even with the stuff that's going on with FTR, where Edge and Christian put it on the line, they're like, fine, we'll put it on the line with W. That felt like it was like cruising too, and I was like, damn, we are in, we're here
Collision
firing
has
off, and
been fire.
yeah, so can't knock it. I also want to talk about TNA. TNA's been doing an awesome job
Yeah,
over on AMC. I know like they had like a sputter right out the gate with their first show, but like since then, like things are kind of trickling along, and I'm here for all of that. Right, so I love that we're doing some great stuff with them, and I'm such a fan of Sade, bro. Like,
how can you not?
yeah, she lit.
Wholeheartedly, how can you not?
She's so lit. It is what it is. She's so lit. I like her so much, and it's just so cool to watch her just continue to push and evolve. Like she was on NXT, she was doing her thing, then she got released, and then she shows up on TNA.
Yep.
TNA utilized that signing so well, and I get it too, right? Like you had and you could call it a trade, you know, Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry for Sade, and trying to think if there's anybody else who kind of crossed back over, but Sade
I think it
is
was, I think it was
utilized the
fair.
most.
Yeah, it
Santina,
was fair.
yeah, no, I think that yes, but Sade is
Still,
yeah killing it. So all the props for that. Um, so I do appreciate Steph Delander too. By the way, I'm put that out there. I know she's back on the Indies again. She, her and her husband left
yeah.
TNA, but I appreciate her tweet where she was like, "There should be cases of water in the back, and just because Matt Cardona isn't here to make the Indies great again doesn't mean that I can't be." And so, I really appreciate that. By the way, I will be seeing Steph May 3rd at All the Small Things for Focus Pro Wrestling in Medford. So if you guys are checking out the show and you guys want to watch me, or you guys want to see Steph Lander, that's also a thing too. SDL will be there with Mance Warner as well because he's wrestling on the show.
Okay.
So yeah, and
Show.
also, the main event is going to be kind of a fly main event. Monty Aries is going to be wrestling Frankie Kazarian. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's gonna be fly. I'm excited for it. So there's some free press right there. And then also, if you guys can see, I'm wearing WWE new World Wrestling Extreme. I'm wearing their hat, so I'm on their show. You'll be seeing me there. So on their show, May 19th, I think it is. Yeah, May 19th. Be working there too. So you can catch me there.
Who are you working May 3rd?
You know what? I don't know. TBD to be
Okay.
determined.
Okay.
That's it's got to be thrown into something. So we'll just see what happens. Just
If
like
you're in the area, go check the show out.
yeah, big shot. I mean, the card's already stacked anyway, so definitely
Yeah.
go check it out and go have fun.
But mainly
Uh,
because he's on it.
yeah, I mean, big shout outs too. Like and I'm not here to put myself over for it, but I worked Friday night over for Supernova Wrestling. It was a lot of fun, and then last night I worked at Focus Pro Wrestling in Braintree, Massachusetts. So it was cool getting to work, you know, back to back dates again was really nice. Um, the other thing I want to talk about too, and it's right here. It says Barry TKO. Let's talk about TKO, right? Because there's been a kind of a lot of controversies that's come out about TKO. One of them, in particular, was the fact that they said that they control creative. Like, came flat out and said it. And I was like, oh, okay. So when it comes to like celebrities and stuff like that and inserting them, they kind of run it. And I was like, mm, should be leaving WWE alone. Should not be throwing that out there.
Uh, what what blows my mind about TKO is they make comments like that we control creative, but then when we have 24 to 25 people get released, all of a sudden they start backpedaling and say, "Oh wait, we have nothing to do with creative and talent." Like Tom, so what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Pick a
Do you?
side.
Yeah. Do you or do you not? Like clearly, we have issues going on, and it's not just that too, because you made the announcement that well, you didn't make the announcement. It was just in the filings, and people found it in the filings that you gave Ari Emanuel $67.3 million, $67.4 million, like in a bonus. And I get it. Like 33 of that was like 33, 40. It was like 33, 44, something like that was all in stocks. Be fair. Okay. So the
Yeah,
majority of it came in the stocks. But you gave him like 17 mil, right? And I'm sure out of the 17 mil that you were willing to give to Ari, and Ari, I don't think you really need it, to be fair. Um, all that talent got released.
yeah.
Like, and and I get it because most of those wrestlers are probably not going to be wrestling for 500K. Like, I get it, right? There's going to be a couple wrestlers that a cool mill right off the rip.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. You gotta make your money where you gotta save money where you can save money. But at the same time, though, man, the amount of people that was released off of them, and then you announced first that you gave your CEO, the founder of the founder of Endeavor, right, slash TKO, you gave him a $67 million bonus. That just sounds insane to me. It sounds very callous. Also, you also let that man. that was it last year. He had privileges to use the private jet whenever he wanted.
Hmm.
I think I was like, yo, and I get it. It's the company jet. You get to use it for private use whenever you want. Cool. But I'm just looking back at it like, damn, dude, like you literally could not, you couldn't write that. Like, yo, the fact that you released all this talent the day after you made the filing announcement, I was like, damn, that's cold. That's cold. 20, what did you say? 29 wrestlers, 24 wrestlers?
24 to 29 wrestlers.
Just get cut.
Apparently, there are more releases still to come.
Just getting cut because you're just
Mhm.
like, man, we have
Yeah.
to save too much money, so we'll just cut these. Meanwhile, while we save that money, we're actually going to give it right here to our top guy because he's done such a great job of leading his company. Meanwhile, there's still open seats available at WrestleMania, and that they didn't get filled. And last year, you had 64 to 66,000 fans showing up for WrestleMania, and this year you have 50,000, which tells you that milking the territory doesn't fucking work. It
Nope.
would have worked had you just let it go to New Orleans like you wanted to, because everybody wanted to go to New Orleans, or you could have taken it to Miami, or you could have taken it to Orlando again, or you could have taken it to Georgia, or you could anywhere, and they would have fans would have flocked in. You would have got it, but no. And also the other thing too, you raise the ticket prices, and you blame the consumer. By the way, this is gonna be me where I go off for a rant. You you blame the consumer
Say
for
hi
you
to say
guys not
hi to
buying.
Chaz's mom.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, hi mom. Quick, because I'm yeah.
Go on.
But you blame the consumer when you guys bought these tickets when they're at the highest price. It's really your fault. No, it's your fault. We want to go to WrestleMania, but we're also not going to pay $1,000 to sit in the nosebleed seats, and then $15,000 to $20,000 to sit at the front row. And yes, there are people who will pay those tickets, but for the majority of us, when we have the gas prices raising, because God forbid, I don't want to get political on this show,
I got
but
you.
we're in a stupid situation we shouldn't be in anyway. Gas prices are going through the roofs, which means that transportation is going through the roofs, which means that our food prices are going through the roofs,
Just
which means that our rent's going through the roofs, our housing prices, the inflation, all this stuff is raising everything. And you mean to tell me that TKO is like, hey man, by the way, come to WrestleMania, $4,000 will get you in the top row in the nosebleed seats for night one.
yes.
Mind you, the best card is night two.
Yeah.
No one's paying $8,000 to watch both nights like that. That's crazy to me. Even
Five
Lisa
thousand
Moss,
$5,000 for a meet and greet with the Undertaker.
insane, bro.
Absolutely insane.
Insane.
I think tickets to go to the One Dead Man or the 6 Feet Under podcast that he shot there with John Cena. I think that was like a $1,500 to $2,000 ticket.
No. And then not only that, but then what makes it worse, right? And let me put it out like this. I could pass all that. I could pass all of that, right? You come out with some stupid called WWE Club where people
Oh
pay
God!
a subscription so they get exclusives, right? They get the opportunity to buy tickets in advance, no savings. And what is it? It's like $29.
Yeah,
What is wrong with y'all? Like, what is wrong with this picture? Is even if you did it $9 for the club access, right? It's still stupid. I got to pay $9 a month to get the opportunity to get exclusive deals on certain merchandise or to get exclusives on, content like Liv Morgan's video that y'all ended up releasing for free anyway,
all
and
right.
then get like, bruh, stop it, man. So I don't care what John Cena is doing on the set of whatever dumb movie he's filming. And I say dumb because like I don't know what movies he's filming. Like it could be Fast and Furious 10 Part 2 and I will go watch it. But my
And
point being, I don't want to see what he's doing. I don't care. I don't
no,
care enough about it. And I'm complaining about it because it's like TKO is like, yo, how can we suck all the money out of these
they
WWE
have
fans?
openly stated that they are okay with forcing fans out.
Which is wild to me. Like you you talk about these celebrities that you want to bring in, right, to help promote wrestling, but you're okay pushing away your fan base. your
Yeah.
hardcore fan base, which makes no sense because without the hardcore fan base, you don't even have WWE.
Yep.
And the whole point was, and God forbid if EKM said it, like he understood the premise of it, right? Why was it that CM Punk and Pat McAfee were talking about lowering ticket prices? Like,
Because
because,
now they're realizing it's an issue when their attendance is failing.
right. And not only that, you don't even give us the real opportunities to be a part. See, this is what we're gonna. This is what's gonna end up being a bigger topic. You don't even give us the real
So
opportunity to enjoy these wrestlers, and then you have these stupid mistakes that happen on the show that end up getting somebody injured, right? Because they're not getting enough reps in. They don't they can't get they can't try new material out because you only want them focused on one or two things and you don't care. You pump these people out, and we'll talk about the listen, like by all means, I love the call-ups that we got. JC Jane and the girls coming in, that was cool. Seeing Soruka coming in, Zaria coming in, Joe Hendry being around, like these are all great that are getting called up, but you cut 24 to 29 wrestlers that people genuinely have a connection to, right? That they love, and you don't care. You don't care because at the end of the day, TKO looks at everybody like it's a number, and it's like, well, what
this
are
is
they?
the perfect example of what you're ranting at. I am looking at StubHub right now. You can't see it because
Yeah,
it's fucking
the glare.
for WWE Backlash in Tampa. Nosebleed seats start at $207. That is fucking outrageous and egregious. Sorry,
Yeah,
mom, for my language.
yeah. It's one of those things. Oh yeah, mom wrote in here too. She's like, the world we live in, everything is high. Yeah, everything is high except me because I need to be rolling the blunt to chill out.
Bro, I could roll a million blunts and still not be that high.
I refuse to pay $25 to see Michael Jackson, and I love MJ. I
Time
feel
out.
you.
It's $25 a movie ticket?
Yeah. This
Holy
is what I'm
man.
saying, like we just raising the price and everything, so they don't
Oh,
care about fans. That money, that much money is still coming through wrestling. It really is, and
it
that's
is.
like the problem. And so if TKO is so willing to cut ties with its fans, but the company itself overall is hurting in business, like WWE is the only business that's pulling in, like, and this is according to like their stuff, right? Allegedly, mind you, I won't put that out there. But according to like their filings and stuff, Endeavor is down, hurt in the
Yeah.
business. But WWE is like one of the few profitable things they have outside of like UFC, but that's also because of the Paramount deal. But like PBR is not doing that great. Like professional bull riding is not doing great. Sure, I mean you're not really relying on it as much, but like you're not doing all that, and you're really kind of trying to siphon. You're just siphoning more money from your fans, and you're just driving them out to business. Like out, you're driving them away from a product they genuinely care about, and you don't care. And it's a problem with me.
And they're starting to realize it. Did you watch the post Mania like press conference?
No.
The entire time fans were chanting fuck TKO. To where Roman Reigns stopped, looked at him, looked at oh god, what's his name? And was like, what are they chanting? Like the fans are starting to get fed up with it.
Yeah, because they felt they got, and to be fair, they felt like they got gypped. Like I don't want to say that, they got screwed out, right? Like 13 matches, what we got on the card. It is also a thing too. Like that's also a Hunter thing too. Like Paul needs to understand. Like fans are gonna want to get their money's worth, especially if they're paying $4,000 for 4 seats, and that's just going to take your seats, mind you, merch.
Food,
You're gonna food,
beer.
drinks. Yeah, you're gonna have to a hotel, a rental car. You're probably not driving to Allegiant Stadium. You're probably taking an Uber
Yeah.
there, unless you have a shuttle bus, but you're still paying for the shuttle to take you over there. Like,
And that doesn't
you're,
even include all of the whole week before the show even starts.
bruh, and
Fifty
you,
dollars a t-shirt.
bruh, $50 for a shirt, like. And then WWE looks back at the shop zone and is like, oh, this night only 30% off of, you know, CM Punk's oldest gear that we have. One time this time. I was like, whatever, bruh. Like it's a joke to me at the end of the day. Like, why do I care about this product? And I don't get it wrong. TK, not TK, TK. You in
Thank
the same
God.
boat too. AEW, you in the same boat too. I'll be shooting at you guys too. Like, I see you raising the prices up. I shouldn't say that. I'm not shooting. I'm not. That's not what I mean. I just mean y'all know wrestling terminology.
But I can
Don't
still
say
get I
that.
can still get decently priced tickets in a decent price seat to AEW. You can't do that with Raw or SmackDown anymore.
No, I should be. I should be able to sit down with a family of four. If I had a family of four, right, all of us should be able to get genuinely good seats, right? And I say genuinely because I don't want to say like the best seats. I should be able to get genuinely good seats for right around 125 bucks. And I say
For a
125.
family of four.
Was that?
For a family of four.
Yeah, yeah. I think $30 a seat. That's fair.
Yeah,
My daughter and I went to go watch NXT uh, in Bel Air, Maryland, and I think it cost me $40. Maybe it might have been even cheaper than that. It might have been like $30, like $15, and I got to see some banger matches. Like,
see, that's where I'm spoiled because when they do shows at the Performance Center, I get emailed tickets for free for that. But I think that's just so they get fans in the building.
yeah, but it's just one of those things where it's like you're just abusing your fans, and then you're gonna wonder like what happens, and so it's you're gonna be filling it up with ads that nobody cares about because you're gonna try to make your bottom dollar better, right? Eventually, what we're gonna find out, man, is gonna be the same thing that happens with baseball. And I'm gonna pull this comment up real quick. Um, how can they or will they be able to pay wrestlers if fans go away? Exactly. They,
Because at the end of the day, there will always be fans, even if they're the rich ones that pour money into the company.
yeah, these sports are going to take the family outing away if the prices get outrageous as they are. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? And the thing is what WWE is going to do. They're going to run into the same problem. TKO is going to run into the same problem that MLB, the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, and MLS now is running into. And know what they're going to do is they're going to start selling ads to prescription companies, and then we're going to start seeing like, hey, do you ever feel like you're too anxious? Do you feel like you're really having trouble to deal with the problems you're dealing with while you're watching wrestling? Take Sonarkastov or whatever, some stupid ass drug to help you like calm.
Viagra ads on the middle of the mat.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Oh my god, bro! If I see one ad of Blue Chew on the on the mat, that's it, bro.
That's yeah, I'm done. That
Yo,
is where I
I'm
tap
watching
out.
TNA exclusive
Yep.
and AEW. I'll be fair in AEW. And you know what else? What else I'm gonna watch? Something that just came back, and I'll make sure that I'll put it up during Monday Night Raw and
There
SmackDown.
you go. Talk
Lucha
about it.
Underground. With Lucha Underground coming back, I cannot wait. But we're gonna get these. We're gonna get these great matches with all these fire wrestlers that'll be coming out. I don't know. Maybe some of them will be the released ones that just happened from TKO. Big shout outs. Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited for Lucha Underground. How you feeling about it?
Oh, I'm excited. I am excited as somebody who went out of his way to make sure I had the El Rey network when Lucha Underground first came out. I couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. There's going to be a lot of great matches. We'll see a lot of great people come back. Pretty sure we'll see probably like Chavo, like just come back and just hang out, train, teach people things. Like I'm excited for all of that.
Yeah,
So there you go for my rant with TKO because I'm just like,
that was that was the session right there.
bruh. And I still stand by what I said too. And someone's gonna be out there like, "Oh my god,
Let him.
Red Dog, Red Dog is anti this because I'm like whatever. We're in a stupid war that I don't think that we should be in.
You
There's
you're gonna learn that I'm anti a lot of things real
yeah,
quick.
tough breaks in these streets, bro. All right, let's talk about this, man. We're gonna talk about the one part. This is probably this is how we end this on a high note. Psych. Let's talk about these releases from WWE. uh, every year, every year during after WrestleMania, we have essentially. I mean, it should be just called you know, Dark Friday. I think they call it Black Friday or
Black
Release
Friday.
Friday, whatever. Uh,
Well, Black Friday was when Georgia Championship Wrestling was bought out by WWE.
yeah. So we had so many released wrestlers just suddenly pop up out of nowhere in WWE, right? I'm just gonna read the list off, and then we'll just talk about it from there. Luca Gracefino, Trill London, Malik Blade. That was probably the one that got me. I'll be fair. Chris Island, Tariq, Tyson, Sienna Linton, Tay Maysteel, Alba Fire, Zoe Stark, Andre Chase, Joe Gacy, Rowan, Apollo Cruz, Dexter Loomis, Motor City Machine Gun, Santos Escobar, Nikki Cross, Bo Dallas, Zelina Vega, Alistair Black, and Kyrie Sane all getting
That
axed.
is a list of great disappointment.
Yeah, it was crazy. Especially, it's weird too because like reading through this list, I forgot like Apollo Crews got released. I was like, damn, like that's very rude on my part that he
Motor
got.
City.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. And to be fair, we had talked about this when Motor City Machine Guns showed up. We were all excited to watch them work,
Yeah,
but they weren't getting over, and we couldn't understand why. Like it was really
they
hard.
don't fit the
Yeah,
product.
they don't.
It,
They're,
it,
they're
it's
go ahead.
they were better. They were better off just staying with TNA. I feel like TNA, they were able to thrive. They were able to fit. The fans were able to learn who they were. With WWE, you either they know you or they don't, and a lot of people from WWE at the time that they came in, I don't believe were really watching TNA like that. So unless you were a hardcore wrestling fan like us, or everybody else out there, you're not going to really understand who the Machine Guns are.
Yeah. So I mean, and I mean, they're world travelers. Like they definitely they just couldn't fit the product, and then there was like no real place for them. Like you brought them in because you knew that TNA like they left, they were leaving, their contract was ending, and you didn't have anything for them. So what was the point of like you brought them in just say you had them in, and then you put the tag titles on them, hoping that that would just shoot them to the moon.
And
The
it didn't.
fans just aren't really getting it with them, and so that's you gotta you when you bring in talent like that that you know, and I know, and I'll say it like this: I know Paul knows who they are, but your fans may not, and so you
Yeah,
have to reintroduce them. And it's an old cliche rule: you have to go into something like it's the first time ever seeing them, right? The fans are meeting them, and you cannot go, nah, it's fine. So you gotta let that go. You gotta reintroduce them.
yeah. Alistair Black, like you just brought him back.
Yeah. He's like WWE dump wrestling. Hey, he's like, get to the point. Yo, it is what it is. The point being is that we're disappointed with some of these with these releases. So, what is the one release that stands out that you're like, wow, I can't believe that they let that person or let that team
Kurt,
go? Yeah, I feel that.
top of the list. Like you had her running a decent storyline with Asuka and Io backstage. Like she was the one doing the wrestling for the Kabuki Warriors when they weren't in a tag match. Like of all people, really? Again?
Yeah, it is crazy because you brought her back too. Like she
Yeah.
left, you brought her back. She was like an ambassador to WWE for a while in Japan, and then you brought her back into the country, and like she's tearing it up. She's doing a great job, and then like you have this whole funny angle of her like just being, the lackey. You built up this whole entire aspect of like there's gonna be this face turn, there's gonna be this turn that's gonna happen, and we're gonna enjoy this turn, and then you drop the ball. You just didn't do it.
Killed the
Like
whole storyline.
yeah, and you teased it at the Royal Rumble, like,
Yeah.
and you just let it go, and it's just crazy to me. Um, Also, the Wyatt Six, just the entire Wyatt Six getting released, like that's a shame.
So I get it. I understand it. You didn't really see them much. Let's be serious. The storyline with Solo over the lantern, and that could have been done so much better, or you could have done so much more with it. Like,
Hmm.
not with it, but with like both of those groups doing completely different things. You could have had Bo doing more solo stuff. Let us see Joey Gacy and oh god, Dexter Loomis in more tag matches. Let us see Eric Rowan go do his thing. Like, I feel like we didn't get that. I feel like we got more of a '90s spooky gimmick with the theatrics, and I feel like that's what, in my personal opinion, made them suffer.
Yeah, and I mean, and the fans were rallied around the Y6. We all got it. We knew what the point was. We understood everything. Like, I was reading something that Joe Gacy was talking about. Like, he had just debuted on the main roster, and he was like a NXT call up now. But he said he was backstage and he saw this moth, and this moth had little spots on it, and he just said that he just knew at that moment Bray was there for him. And it's like, yeah, and we all got it. We all understood what was happening, and we wanted to ride with him. But again, it goes back to the same issue with Motor City Machine Guns. You just don't have any material for them.
Yeah,
Like, you don't know what to do with them. So you brought them all back so that we could have like this moment as fans. Which, by the way, I'm not gonna say we don't. We appreciate that moment, but we want to see more things happen with everybody, and you just don't know how to do it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're creatively, you just don't have what it's gonna take to get them turned
They
and
couldn't
get them.
figure out how to milk Bray Wyatt's name for more money.
Yeah, exactly. Although it's all there, it's
Yeah.
all there. Uh, we didn't get to relate to any of them. No, we didn't. We absolutely didn't. Um, Also, the girl, I think Tyra. She was the gold medal winner from the Olympics.
Yeah.
They brought her in through LFG and then just cut her.
Yeah.
So like, and I get it. Now we've done it with both Olympic gold medalists that you brought in. You released them both. Like, and the worst part of it to me, and this is the part that irritates me, she could have had the opportunity to defend her title, but you kind of took that from her. She didn't get the opportunity to go to the U.S. Open to go try to go get her spot. So now she's kind of cut from both sides. Like, you cut her from the WWE, you don't allow her to go do her thing. And
You took her Olympic spot from her.
yeah, I'm like, bro, that's trash.
That
Like, you
is.
should have done that.
That's bad business.
This is bad business. Super bad business. Alistair Black and Selena Vega. Like, Alistair Black got brought back, and like, you brought him back, and what was like, there was all this momentum that you could have had. We were all excited to see Aleister Black come back to WWE, and yet nothing, just nothing. This is disgusting. Like, you have nothing. You have nothing for these guys, and then you kind of like tease these things where like, Randy hears the voices in his head again because Alistair says something. Sami Zayn starts to turn a little bit because Alistair Black is in his head. Like, Alistair is the catalyst of all this. I don't know, kind of like how Karrion Kross was the catalyst for everybody
Right.
before. This is the death touch, bro. Like, if you're a couple in WWE and you have like a darker type gimmick, you're getting cut. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we're being told. Samantha and Ricochet are a different story, but like, we lose Scarlett Bordeaux and Karrion Kross
Yeah.
last year. We lose Alistair and Zelina this year, bruh. It's ridiculous, man. Like,
If they come to you and say work with your partner, say no.
yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. Seth, stay away from Becky. Oh man, it bothers me so much right now.
Jimmy, you and Naomi better never tag together.
Don't tag. Even mixed match challenge. I don't want
Yeah,
you guys
avoid it.
avoid it. Avoid it like the plague. um Yeah, and Montez and Bianca, you too. Like, just
Yeah.
I mean, I know we don't have this, not for another 10 months, but hey, just keep it away.
Right.
Yo, and I'm a big fan of Malik Blade too as well. Yo, I loved him with that tag team, him and Idris, but like you lose Malik, like so there are certain wrestlers that you get invested into, and then the E is like, oh yeah, you know that guy you really liked? Oh yeah, we cut him.
Yeah,
But
he's
like Zoe Stark had that catastrophic knee injury. She just got cleared to come back.
yeah, her knee got destroyed.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh well, I'm glad that you're back now, and we paid for all your medical bills. Now you're released. Go enjoy the indies." Like, I hope a bunch of these guys go on Lucha Underground. Like,
I
I
hope
really
they do. I hope Aleister Black shows up there. I wouldn't mind seeing some of the members of the Wyatts show up there. I
Zoe
think
Stark.
Dexter Loomis would be a great fit for there.
Yeah,
Zoe Stark, like you just said.
Zoe Stark would be great there, especially because we just lost Bloodsport
Yeah, we
for a
did.
little bit of time. For a little bit of time,
Yeah.
we lost Bloodsport, but I don't know, man. It's crazy to me, especially with all these releases and stuff like that. And like you said, there's more to come. You know what I mean? And Sean Ross Sapp, man, that dude definitely has someone who's leaking him this information, bro. It's crazy.
Maybe next time let the performer announce it first.
Yeah, that was that. And it's weird because like in the whole time that he's known about all the releases and stuff like that, this never was an issue. So for this one time to happen, it's like, eh, I got what Zelina was saying. I understood like 100%, but also I was eh, like sorry,
It's not
like
the end of the world.
you
It is,
knew at
it is free
5:09, you
press.
knew at 5:10 that you were getting released.
Yeah,
He announced it at like 10 o'clock at night. Like this is 5 hours. Like
you had plenty of time.
you had time. I know you're in shock and you're trying to work through all this stuff, but you talked about it on your live stream. Like you had time. Like I don't want to be that person because I had never been through that situation. To be fair, Zelina, like I will be fair. Like I've never been through that situation, but at the end of the day, though, like you had
You had
at some point in time, you could just Nikki Cross, legit. I thank you WWE for the opportunity. Blah 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 blah. They all had these big statements. Joe had one. Joe had one. Uh, you know, what was it? Bray Wyatt, Bray's. Was it Bo's sister, Bray and Bo's sister that put out the message
Oh
about
yeah, Bo's sister
the
put the
wrestling?
message out.
Yeah. So I mean, I just like everybody had something already prepped, and you can tell me you were still like digesting information. Alistair Black probably put out a message too, like, "Hey, oh man, it is what it is." Like the third company I've been released from, whatever. So, but it is what it is, man. I don't know how to to fix it. It's just a piece. See, TJ's right here. I should definitely ask TJ to be on the show today. He would have had a lot of fun talking about the releases.
Oh, we should get TJ back on here.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. And a Red Dog and friend. But yeah, I mean, to look back, man, TKO is making a lot of bum ass moves, and then obviously the stock situation doesn't help, and WrestleMania prices don't help. Like a lot of stuff, like just it just puts it's a real downer on them. I need your when I'm in Baltimore, I will definitely. I know Larry. I've known Larry for years. I would definitely.
I
I got
figured
you.
as much.
Um, but yeah, just right now, TKO is making a lot of bad steps. So they need to realize what made WWE like a success and then build on top of that. Especially if you claim that you have control of creative and then you release all these and because I think what I heard too, this is the other part was that TKO was like, hey, we have to cut the budget and I need you guys to find wrestlers that guys can cut and just cut them. And so Nick and Paul got together. They went through the whole roster, found out who they could cut, and then just handed it to TKO. And then TKO called all of them, released them.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, well,
It's a disaster, man.
It is. It's bad moves, bad moves. So it is what it is. Um,
Best of
yeah,
luck.
yeah. So welcome to the end of our sad episode that we have out.
This turned into a very hostile episode and then got very somber.
Yeah, real quick. We're going through the stages of grief. Forgive us.
Right?
We're all happy about WrestleMania. Like, oh man, check out all the things that happened, and we just shit on
Dump
everything.
right on TKO.
Just everything. Just let everybody know. We have problems. All right. Well, if you guys have made it to the end of the episode, thank you guys for joining in with us. Thank you guys for all the conversation, though. It's definitely, I like this. Thank you, Mom. It was,
At least she gets it.
yeah. We don't have to go out here and curse and stuff like that. We just, we put it together. But if you guys made it to the end of the episode, I definitely appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us, talk with us. It's always fun to be able to just sit back and just conversate about like wrestling like we are right now.
Yeah.
Especially, I feel like when it's just you and me, like we
It's
have.
such a smoother episode, man. That's why we're the A team.
It's why we're the A team. Next week, so I will put this out there. I think next week, May 3rd, Chaz will be on the show. He'll be back. I will not be on the show because I will be at a show again in Medford. So it'll be a lot of fun. If you guys get a chance to be in Medford, Massachusetts, go check out all the small things being presented by Focus Pro Wrestling. It'll be a good time. And then the following week, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. May 10th, we won't have a show. It is Mother's Day, so we will be spending them with our significant others and moms. So you guys, appreciate you guys for that. Yeah, so check out all of our stuff. Check out all of our shows. Listen to our interviews. Buy our merch on 40wear.com or even check out our merch on prowrestlingtees.com if you want those classic looks. And last but not least, tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, brothers, sisters, your girlfriends, boyfriends, your husbands, your wives, your everybody in between, and also your best friends and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff, or really just wait for this episode to end, wait for that outro, and then choose another episode to listen to. Peace. What's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and thank you for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Whether that was Chaz Friends, Red Dog Friends, Damien Friends, The Villains Lounge, Now Entering the Ring, Now Entering 201, or Now Returning to the Ring, all those great episodes, you should really be liking, commenting, and even sharing this with your friends, family, whoever it may be. But what you all should be doing is checking us out on all of our social media platforms at 3 Count Pod, whether that's on IG, Twitch, you can check us out on Threads, whatever it may be. And if you go check us out on X, it is 3count_pod. Check us out on YouTube, as well as Facebook, on Rumble, on Apple Music, on Spotify, all those fun things. Tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, and your best friends and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff. And then, last but not least, buy our merch on 40wear.com or prowrestlingtees.com. Kawaii.